Right, peeps. Hello. Yes, something slightly different tonight. Mainly for my own stuff. But I'll show you in a minute. Just check if I'll be amazed if anyone's in chat. You never know. Oh, Remy, hello. Yes, Monday. Won't be a long stream. Relatively quick one. Willow, hello. And anyone else that's in chat. Right. There's going to be a lot of toing and froing from different screens, so apologies if you get a black screen. And just a heads up, I have been playing around with Twitch, and I may have inadvertently done something with adverts. So you might get an advert pop up. I need to read up on this because I've touched something, which is always a bad thing. But apologies in advance for that. Right. Now then. A history of Blood Sands Arena. I'm doing this because I want to document this particular building. What it started as, the first build of it, how long that lasted, and then what it turned into. Purely because one day I'm sure it's going to disappear. Right, so we're going to go into Deed Planner, and you can just see a bunch of squares. But hey, Jack, good to see you. This was the very first Deed Planner of what I wanted my arena to be. And it's full of design flaws, so it couldn't actually be built. I did start building it and then promptly realised that you couldn't do this. You can't have stairs ending in fences. You would need walls going across. And it's single story. But this is basically where it all started. Could not have this going up because it's not an enclosed wall, so again that would not have worked. But on the inside, pretty much what would be. But yeah, this didn't well, I started to build it and then realised that it wasn't going to work. So it was a bit of a setback there. So then I got to working on this version, which again is still full of design flaws and could not be built. Now take note of these windows here because they're going to come into play to bug me later on. But as you can see, we went to 2-story and it grew a little bit in footprint. Not much, but you know, enough. I think it was still within my carpentry and masonry. Hey Myra, good to see you. Just a quick one tonight. Stream, that is. And again, I still hadn't got around to resolving this fence issue. But you can see the archways and the roof that came on here. But again, still could not be built. Which is really annoying. Cypher, thank you very much for the follow there. Welcome on into the stream. So that's version number 2. And again, these walls would need to be complete. You couldn't just leave them there. Then really get together a bit. This is the front entrance, and we've gone up a level. But you couldn't, these are gates and a cast. You cannot have gates in archways. So again, that would not have worked. And gates in here obviously would not work either. So again, some flaws, design flaws in there. But I was happy that we were starting to get a bit of a bit of height at least. And it looked a bit better, put it that way. Or it did in D-Planner. But it still didn't look great, to be honest. And it was still quite small, but there's not a lot I could do with that. I finally solved the issue with the stairs, so that these could become like seats, and this could actually be built now. But I wasn't happy with the front. It looked ugly. Too square, nothing interesting, bit of a shoebox really. And we still had some design flaws in there. Version number 4, I believe. So I went a bit gate mad, and I've added some trolls. Now these trolls will remain and come into play later. But it just looked even more odd with all these doors. Not much changed inside. Nothing much will change inside, and this part of the arena is pretty much going to stay as is. But it's the front that keeps changing, because again, it looked kind of interesting, but still wasn't happy. I think we're on version 5. Then we go to town with bridges. And I think, ooh, we're starting to look a bit, you know, a bit better. But remember those windows? Now at this point I'd built pretty much the lower level, and there was a slit window here, and you can't have a window with a bridge. So that completely scuppered having the bridges on this side. This one was okay, but you could not have the bridges on that side. So again, we had to go back to the drawing board. But overall, I was happy with it. I could do something with it. We're on number 6 now. And then this is basically what we ended up with. We lost the bridges, kept the doors, single bridge here. We did initially build the gate, but I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. Nothing much changed on the outside. Now, this was built as is, and I'll show you a short video of that in a minute. But there was a slight problem in that I couldn't get any mobs in because everything was gated, and trying to get them through here is nigh on impossible. So we needed a back entrance. So we put one in. Now this was built off deed, so decay was a problem. But I wanted the mobs to spawn near it so that they could be lured in through this entrance, and then we could just fight them and have somewhere to run away if we doing really badly through here. And we could see what was going on from all here. Now this worked pretty well. Oh, I was quite happy with it. We'd sorted out all the issues with the design, and it got built, which was fine. So that was the first version of many to this point to get the arena looking like this. Now, I'm hoping that I can show you a short video. You might get a black screen for a minute. If Twitch is gonna let me show you. Come on. You did it earlier. Might just take a while. I don't know why it takes forever to pop up. Just see if it's gonna do it. Come on. Do you know, this is typical when you stream. It doesn't do what it did when you did it offline. Which is flippin' typical. Try that one more time, if not I won't be showing you that, which is really annoying. No, I think you guys have still got a black screen. That is so annoying. I'm hoping you guys can now see that. Sorry it's taken so long to come through. Right, this is an old stream. I think this one's on the YouTube channel. But I'm hoping I've got it to the right timestamp. There's the arena in front of us. Typical that I look away. That's basically what we saw in D-Planner, and that's basically what I built. And it was okay. Did its thing. Had some fun in there. But it was off deed, and it really took a hammering on the decay, which meant that I had to do a lot of repairing to it, and it got to the point that it was like, I'm not going to bother. But then it was a lot of work just to build this thing. I think in a minute we'll go down and attack the crocodile. But the wooden floors and the staircases and the fences really took a hammering. The brick walls not so much, because that was quite a high, I think most of these were like 50s and 60s. The statues took a bit of a beating, and fencing mainly. But it was at this point in time that I started going out with the scouts, and I started seeing some quite impressive builds, and I'd visited a few of the implonks, and boy, my tiny arena just wasn't cutting it after seeing some of the arenas at the implonks. And when I got back, I thought, right, this is too small. I think we're about to go and attack Crocodile. Skip past that one. Because it was tiny inside. It was only 3 across by, what, 5? Some of the stuff I'd seen was like massive. And it got me thinking, upon my return to Thelsspring, I want a bigger arena. Bearing in mind that at no point had I thought about what I'm going to do with it. Even with this one, it was, as you can see, it was just me playing around with the odd mob. But there is something sort of like pretty cool having your own arena. So we took the decision to tear this one down and design a new one. Which, you know, was interesting. Let's get you back to the planner. So that's basically what we ended up with. Which, you know, the footprint is not massive. It's compared to, you know, pretty tiny. And then we went full on design mode. And this went through many. I've only got 2 maps left because it was so large. That's basically what that tiny building was going to turn into. This was the first variation. As you can see, we kept the troll statues, but we significantly expanded the buildings because they were separate buildings now. There's a main gate, this terrace, and then the end terrace, all linked by bridges. I finally got sort of like proper entrances, and we went up a few levels, and we made the gate more central. And as you can see, I haven't put the bridges in, but I'll show you that in game, because this eventually got built. I do know that the letters may have caused some concern when seen on the map extracts, I believe. But that stands for Blood Sands. Part of me wishes I made it slightly bigger now and put the A on the end, but I don't think my carpentry skill was gonna cut it, to be honest. Even these were pushing it to its limits. But again, we got the gate leading out that you can just pull the mobs in. And there's bridges coming down on here and there. And they're all connected by bridges here and up here, which was fun. But I had fun with this design. This stuff under here, you can see out. Lots of little cubby holes that you could fill as well. And more importantly, you had staircases going up that you could access all the other buildings. Which was not happening on the original. And we've gone up considerably, and you can get a good view from the any part of the arena. And you got these little perches. This one over here, I've taken the gate off, but this one here is where my throne is now, with nymphs, obviously. But this was the first design, and I started it, and then I thought, you know what, it doesn't look right, something's missing. So we added towers up here. Now this is exactly pretty much what it looks like at the moment in Wurm, apart from these banners, and I'm missing a rift piece. And we added these fountains as well. I do like these. The way this shack is done is just basically it keeps the fountain open, it's not enclosed in any way. I was having T-walls there, but it just seemed to enclose the fountain. So with that design, it keeps it open, which I was quite happy with. And we've got obviously two happening there. Nothing changed apart from adding these towers. And ultimately, the only things that we haven't got in there are these statues, because I can't afford them. We added these towers, and we've changed the roof slightly. And we put these lamps on there. Again, it's all connected by bridges. But I was happy with the design of that. And we'll go and have a look at it in game now. But the sense of scale when you stood in it is quite overwhelming. But I do like it. And it was fun to build. That was the most important thing. That it was fun. Because it takes a lot of time and a lot of materials to build these things, and if you're not having fun, no point doing it. Right. Let me get you guys into Wurm, and we'll go and have a look at the final build. That's basically the view. Definitely, it does look really cool, and it's lit up. I think it must be coming up to morning. Yeah, morning. There's the walk. Finally completed the archaeology statue for that. Took flipping ages. I've got to do another rift beast over here. Got one in the works, but there's the original trolls from the original building. A few signposts. And we've added some more of these finally. And the banners. Still got some to put here, I think. And the fountain, this is actually a water tile. So this one I refill. That one over there isn't, unfortunately, but it doesn't take long to fill up with a couple of barrels. Finally got around to adding some torches around the back here and some doors. I think signposts just to say that there's a door 1, 2 and 3. Because it's all in the detail. And there's the bridges connecting it. One there and one there. We'll go inside in a minute. And these are the back bridges. And then you've got the main gate here. I've added some torches there as well. But you can lure. I don't think there's any mobs out here now. Flipping typical. I might get the car in a minute and we'll go and see if we can lure one in. Another bridges, because you've got enough fire exits for everyone, obviously. But I'm still in the middle of decorating. It's coming along, but he is slow. Alright, let's go into the main gate. I have placed a few discarded weapons and skulls around here just to give it body parts, maybe, I don't know, discarded weapons, shield. That's my place up there. We'll go up there in a minute. But yeah, immense fun building it. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not very good organizer. I mean, I could, if I was that sort of person, do some proper organizing and organize some fights and stuff for prizes, but I'm pretty pants at that sort of thing. We started decorating a little bit down here. Tomb of the gladiator there. Previous contender. Now fallen. Don't know what I'm going to do with that one. And got to do something with this one up here. This is going to be a shop, I think. At the moment it's the skull display. Two skeletons either side here, spouting off stuff. Gets a bit creepy. This is going to be a kitchen, just like the other side. The other side is pretty much done. This is going to be some sort of display area. Haven't quite decided yet. We got some water fountains here. One of these is, I think, actually no, this is a water tile, so they will both refill. And we've got the practice dummies down here for people to beat up. Here's the first bridge. There's the other one. I like the way it connects. My view, which I love. Just lost the torches. Typical. Flipping typical. A lot of space I can just fill up gradually with stuff. Waiting for the team to implement the spiral staircase in every other brick colour. Because I'm not going to be doing stone yet. And this one we've started work on the kitchen and the dining rooms, or booths, dining booths. Our first display. Now, isn't it great that you can have a statue of the male guard? But you know what's missing? We need the female version. Because that would be awesome, having a female version of this statue. Because we have female guards. Just saying. Signposts for the specials. And I gave it a bit of green. I'm still not too sure about the green. I'll probably play around with this a bit. It does need a little bit of colour in here. I don't know if tapestries I might play around with. I don't know yet. Or I might leave it as green. But that is the history of the arena. Now this is on deed, because this old beast I could not keep repairing. It would just be too much. But it's been fun. Been fun building, fun decorating. And I just wanted to make a short video of what it was and what it is. Do love these bridges going across. A little bit more decorating to do, I feel, let's see. Maybe some other banners. There. Yeah, I do need to do something organisation to sort something out tournament-wise, maybe. It's easy to lure the mobs in. I've had trolls, hellhounds, all sorts in here. So getting them in here isn't a problem. But it's organising some sort of tournament with people's different fighting skills and having some prizes and all sorts of stuff gets complicated. And I log into Wurm to get uncomplicated. But we shall see. Right, well that's it from me. Like I said, that was a very short stream, just to sort of like record and document what this is, because one day it will disappear. But not for now. Right, peeps. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for the follows. I will bid you all a good night, and I will see you soon. I should be back to the normal schedule tomorrow. Not sure what I've got planned yet, but we shall see. Right, you all take care, and I'll see you soon.